Let's read about it. Ingram Road Community Watch Report. And this is June 8th, 2026. And I've been watching since June 5th, 2026. So let me report the first incidents since Jon Stewart has been in Germany, and I have made that announcement publicly on June 5th and several days after that, June 2026. However, you want to ruin my YouTube platform in order to tell people that I complain too much. But the problem is the devil shows up and the devil attacks. So is it really complaining, or is it me talking about the devil's actions that the Word of God doesn't put in the Bible verbally? Which one do you think I'm doing? Let's begin. 8:15 a.m. attack. Become homeless or stop being a Christian named Beyonce in music. Number one, he told me in front of Belly Gillingham, as well as Leroy Johnson, not to eat the food from the fridge upstairs. He told me also, there's something else there, but it went missing for some reason. But on June 19th, 2026, Jon Stewart returns to Canada. Jon Stewart left for Germany on Friday, June 5th, 2026, of which I've mentioned on several platforms at this point, probably four, which means he's been out of the country for 4 days now, with four mentions that he is not in the country. Jon Stewart will return on June 19th, 2026 to Canada, and where he will be in a security meeting with the US Pentagon until June 21st, where he returns home to 67 Ingram Road. June 19 will be he will be appearing, as I said, in the US Pentagon in the forums and discussions of security entanglement and security propaganda that is happening in the homes such as mine in the US and Canada of those who have the rights to report continuing attacks such as myself. Topics will be discussed such as homelessness, which is terrorism threats of homelessness to Cherise Stewart, which has been heard by me as Cherise Stewart 3 times since 2022 at the address of 67 Ingram Road. Topics of Homeland security threats, including break and enters into people's personal homes and the discussion of people's personal lives by strangers in whom has claimed to be Jon Stewart themselves. Identity theft. The identity theft, those who dress in different forms of musical characters belonging to Cherie Stewart, using the names typically in 2026 as Rihanna, Beyonce, and Alicia Keys. Male identity theft. Those who come into the home of 67 Ingram Road claiming to be Leroy Johnson and also claiming to be Jon Stewart himself while he is away. And I can now give out the place where he is, Lichtenberg, Germany. And it's not L.E. Lichtenberg, it's L.I. Lichtenberg, Germany. Jon Stewart is in Lichtenberg, Germany with L.I. On June 8th, 2026, today's current date, one person has already approached me pretending to be Jon Stewart. And let me reiterate what this person has said in front of Leroy Johnson and in front of Belly Gillingham. In front of them, he said, don't put any food in the fridge upstairs for the female child to have access to the food, to throw out the food in the garbage, to tell me as Cherie Stewart that I don't have the right to eat food by the female child. Point number two, he told me in front of Leroy Johnson and Belly Gillingham, don't eat any of the food in the fridge upstairs, telling people that he's Jon Stewart, my father. Point number three, he told me in front of Leroy Johnson and Belly Gillingham that I complain too much about what the female child does in this home to attack me, and because of my consistent complaining and reporting the female child's attack in the home, that I would need to leave the home by force into homelessness at the end of June 2026. In order to go back into a homeless shelter and live there, or stop reporting the female child continuing to attack me in the home to the police at 67 Ingram Road. Therefore, in June, July, and August of 2026, while the female child is away from school, I'm supposed to allow the female child to verbally threaten me and tell me who I'm not. I'm supposed to allow the female child to physically attack me and tell me who I am not and how I am not allowed to defend myself, and that I am not allowed to report the female child's June, July, and August planned physical assault to attack in the home to the police in order to have the female child be arrested for her physical assault as well as physical attacks in the month of June, July, and August 2026.